The young and the restless spoilers breaking the chains. Jordan's rebellion against Ian Ward. Genoa City had seen its fair share of betrayal and intrigue, but what unfolded in the shadowy corners of the Newman estate this evening was a tale of desperation, defiance, and an unlikely alliance. Jordan's torment for months. Jordan had been under the oppressive control of Ian Ward, a man whose charm masked his malevolent intent. To the outside world, Ian was a manipulative cult leader, but to Jordan, he was something far worse, a captor. Ian had reduced her to a pawn in his twisted game, forcing her to carry out his dark schemes under the constant threat of harm. The latest of his orders was unthinkable. Ian wanted Sharon dead. For reasons known only to him, Sharon had become Ian's primary target, and he intended to use Jordan as the weapon to accomplish his goal. This was the final straw for Jordan. She could endure no more. A plan of defiance. Jordan's decision to rebel was not an easy one. Ian's web of control was vast, his reach seemingly endless. But beneath her fear, a fire burned, a yearning for freedom and a chance to reclaim her life. She decided to take the ultimate risk, confront Sharon, reveal Ian's plan, and set a trap to end his reign of terror once and for all. The plan was simple in theory, but fraught with danger. Jordan would fake Sharon's death, creating a scenario so convincing that Ian would be lured into a false sense of victory. Once he revealed himself, Sharon and the authorities would catch him in the act, leaving him with no escape. An unexpected meeting. The tension was palpable as Jordan arrived at Sharon's doorstep. Her hands trembled as she knocked on the door, her mind racing with doubt. Would Sharon believe her? Could she convince her that this wasn't another one of Ian's ploys? When Sharon opened the door, her expression shifted from surprise to wary confusion. "Jordan," she asked, her voice laced with suspicion. "What are you doing here?" Jordan stepped inside, her heart pounding. "Sharon, I don't have much time." "Ian sent me to kill you," she said bluntly, her voice breaking with urgency. "But I won't do it. I can't. I want out. I want to help you stop him." Sharon froze, her mind struggling to process the flood of information. "Ian sent you?" "To kill me," she echoed, her disbelief giving way to a mixture of fear and anger. "Why should I trust you?" The shocking truth. Jordan took a deep breath, tears streaming down her face. "Because I'm as much a victim as you are," she said. "Ian's been using me, controlling me. He made me do terrible things. But this is too far." As Sharon listened, her expression softened, though her wariness remained. Jordan continued, her voice trembling. "Ian was the one who killed Heather. He set everything up to make it look like an accident, but it wasn't. He framed others to cover his tracks, and I helped him. Not by choice, but I still helped." Sharon's breath caught in her throat. Heather's death had been a lingering mystery, a puzzle that haunted those closest to her. Now, standing before her, was a key piece of that puzzle, and it was Jordan. "You're telling me that Ian killed Heather? And you were his accomplice?" Sharon asked, her voice sharp. "Why come to me now?" Jordan's voice cracked as she answered, "Because I can't live like this anymore. I want to be free. I want to help you bring Ian down. But I need your help to do it." A dangerous alliance. Sharon studied Jordan, her mind racing. Could she trust her? Jordan's confession was raw, her desperation palpable, but the stakes were incredibly high. Ian Ward was not a man to be underestimated, and any misstep could be fatal. "How do you plan to stop him?" Sharon asked, her voice steady despite the turmoil inside her. Jordan outlined her plan, her determination shining through. "We fake your death," she explained. "Make it look like I've carried out Ian's orders. He'll come out of hiding to gloat or tie up loose ends. When he does, we'll have the authorities waiting to arrest him. But we have to make it convincing." Sharon frowned, the idea both ingenious and terrifying. "And what happens to you in all of this?" "Ian will know you betrayed him." Jordan hesitated before answering. "I don't care what happens to me," she said finally. "I just want this to end. I want to be free. Trust or betrayal." Sharon's mind was a whirlwind of emotions. Jordan's story had the ring of truth, and her willingness to risk everything suggested genuine desperation. But trusting her meant putting herself in unimaginable danger. After a long silence, Sharon spoke. If we do this, there's no turning back. Ian will stop at nothing to destroy us both. Are you sure you're ready for that? Jordan met her gaze, her eyes filled with a mixture of fear and resolve. I've been living in fear for too long, she said. I'm ready to fight. Sharon nodded, her decision made. Then we do it. But understand this, I'll be watching you every step of the way. If I sense for 1 second that you're playing me, Jordan interrupted, her voice firm. I'm not. I swear to you, Sharon. This is my chance to make things right. Setting the trap as the two women began to formulate the details of their plan, the weight of their alliance settled over them. It was an uneasy partnership, born out of necessity and a shared desire to bring Ian Ward to justice. The risks were enormous, but so were the stakes. Jordan's rebellion was more than a fight for freedom, it was a chance to atone for her sins and reclaim her humanity. For Sharon, it was an opportunity to solve the mysteries that had haunted her and to put an end to Ian's reign of terror. Together, they embarked on a perilous journey, their alliance a fragile yet powerful force against a common enemy. The question remained, would their plan succeed, or would Ian Ward prove once again that he was always one step ahead? In Genoa City, where danger lurked in every shadow, the answer was far from certain. But one thing was clear, this battle would change everything. This expanded narrative weaves together the drama, emotional tension, and high stakes of your original plot points. Let me know if you'd like further elaboration or additional scenes. Smiling face with smiling eyes, you can't tell anyone about this, Jordan said, her voice barely above a whisper. Her eyes darted nervously toward the window, as if expecting Ian Ward to materialize from the darkness at any moment. Not until he's behind bars. If Ian finds out we've spoken, it's over, for both of us. Sharon nodded, her expression serious. I understand, but are you sure you can keep meeting like this? Ian's not the kind of man to let you slip away unnoticed. Jordan hesitated, her fear evident. No, he's not. He's already made sure I can't use my phone, and every time I leave the house, someone follows me. But I had to find a way. I couldn't sit back and let him win. Ian's control, a living nightmare. Ian Ward was no ordinary criminal. He was a master manipulator, a man who thrived on power and control. To those under his thumb, he was a tyrant, a dictator who ruled with fear and intimidation. Jordan knew this better than anyone. For months, she had been his unwilling accomplice, trapped in a nightmare from which there seemed no escape. Ian's paranoia had grown stronger in recent weeks, fueled by his plans to eliminate Sharon. He trusted no one, least of all Jordan. Her every move was monitored, her every word scrutinized. The slightest hint of betrayal would be met with swift and brutal consequences. You have to understand, Jordan said, her voice trembling. Ian doesn't just let people go. If he even suspects I'm working against him, he'll make me disappear. Just like he did with Heather. The mention of Heather sent a chill down Sharon's spine. Heather's mysterious death had long been a source of speculation, but now the truth was emerging, and it was darker than anyone had imagined. I won't let that happen, Sharon said firmly. We'll find a way to stop him. But we have to be smart about this.